Thank you. Thank you very, very much. As you probably know, tomorrow our production of The Phantom of the Opera will close here at the Amundsen after over 1,700 performances and becoming the longest running musical in the history of Los Angeles. And it is now a great honor and privilege to introduce to you the man responsible for this Phantom and the glorious music of The Phantom of the Opera, Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. You want to talk?
Hey, I'm sorry I'm not dressed right for the occasion. I've just come from auditions for another show called Sunset Boulevard, which is, and quite literally so, but I had to say thank you to this wonderful, wonderful company who have been the most extraordinary company. I mean, did they not say that LA was a town where you could never run a musical, where there was a place that you could never have theatre? Well, this company proved that it was a lie. And all I can say, if we do with Sunset a tenth as well as this lot have done, I'll be very proud. Thank you all very, very much.
Running musical in the history of Los Angeles theater. The cast of Phantom of the Opera performed for the last time to the applause and tears of the audience. Our Stephen Noe is live with the news van in downtown Los Angeles. He has more. Stephen.
Mark, there are still a few people leaving the Music Center after the very last one, Phantom of the Opera number 1785. The last show ended this afternoon at about 5:30 to a whole bunch of applause, well-deserved, the standing ovation, curtain call after curtain call. Well-deserved round of applause from the audience lucky enough to see the very last Phantom. The show ran long today because throughout the entire show, the audience applauded longer and more frequently.
Everybody knows what's coming and they're just on a high. And they're clapping before it even happens practically because they're just really on a high.
It's a party. It's a celebration. It is so much fun.
Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light.
This is my 100th time to see the show today, and I still cry.
Oh, it's killing me. It's so sad, because I know I'm not going to see it again.
It's just knowing that it's going to be their last time, and I'm feeling emotion for them.
The very last Phantom of the Opera, people are leaving again, and I did not get a chance to see the very last show. I have seen it once, though, and I did not. An excellent show, and it was a Los Angeles institution that we'll have to say goodbye to. Reporting live, I'm Stephen Noe, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Did he say production? The Phantom of the Opera ends its run at the Amundsen Theater tonight. LA's longest-running musical attracted hundreds of the faithful tonight during a final curtain call. During its 51-month run, Phantom captured more than $150 million. 3 million people saw the production, which opened on the Amundsen stage back in May 1989. The show closes so the theater can undergo extensive renovation. It was a sentimental but enthusiastic audience and cast who relished some of the last moments of the production. And as you can imagine, all the final performances of the Phantom of the Opera were sold out. In fact, you couldn't even get in to see it, could you?
That's true. I could kick myself when I tried earlier.
I can't believe it's going to be gone.
I know, no more music of the night.
Amundsen Theater, the Phantom of the Opera sang the music of the night for the last time.
Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
It's a story that touches everybody. The yearning for love, the impossible love of a disfigured man for a beautiful opera star. The score is lush. The emotion is almost too much.
Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor.
Phantom, as it is known to millions, closed in Los Angeles tonight after 4 years, 3 months, more than $155 million in ticket sales, and millions of fans, many of whom say they've seen the show more than once. Some claim to have seen it more than 100 times.
Special, very, very special, Bob. We've had an opportunity to see it in London, New York, and here. We happen to be on the board of directors. This lady came all the way from Honolulu. The emotion was there. The theater, emotion. What else do we need?
Will you miss it?
Oh, certainly. It was fabulous. It's the best thing I've ever seen on stage.
Michael Crawford opened as the Phantom in Los Angeles. Davis Gaines closed. His curtain speech was both modest and touching. Cast members cried and the audience cheered as he spoke directly to everyone in the house.
We would have never run this long without your love and support. And on behalf of the entire company, I want to thank you for being there for us. We love you, and God bless you.
Love you, Dale.
The cast and the audience agree it's been a marvelous 5 years, but not to worry, the Phantom will be back. At the Amundsen, Bob Navarro, Channel 5 News at 10.
You know, the musical ever to command the Los Angeles stage. The crowd went wild when curtain came down for the last time at the Amundsen Theater this evening. The Andrew Lloyd Webber musical ran for 51 months to packed houses, including this sellout matinee crowd today. Over the years, the show grossed more than $155 million. All right, time for us to step aside.
Martinez was in downtown Los Angeles to see the last performance of the Phantom of the Opera.
After a 4.5-year run, Phantom of the Opera's cast members took their final bows to thunderous applause from almost 3,000 lucky fans with tickets for the final Los Angeles performance. These fans got a very personal goodbye from the Phantom himself, actor David Gaines, who's played the part 972 times.
We would have never run this long without your love and support. And on behalf of the entire company, I want to thank you for being there for us. We love you, and God bless you.
Despite 1,772 performances of the longest-running musical in Los Angeles history, it's still packing in the fans.
Why would you see this between 25 and 30 times? I really don't know. The first time I saw it, I think I was just in awe, and I just knew I had to come back to see it again and again.
It's a closing of a special time in our life. There's a lot of fans here that have come many, 300 times for some people.
If you missed this final Los Angeles performance of Phantom, you can still see it performed by 3 other companies in the United States. But those who've seen this cast perform say the musical just wouldn't be the same without them. As for the Phantom, he says what he'll miss most isn't the glory, but the people.
Just to think back over 2 years and 2.5 years and see their support and their love and how much our lives have changed and grown together. It made me cry last night, and then I realized that at the end of the show tonight that it's about the people you've met and the relationships you've made.
In downtown Los Angeles, Sherry Martinez, Fox News.
Ever to command the Los Angeles stage.
It's just knowing that this is going to be their last time, and I'm feeling emotion for them.
I'm still reeling right now. It's, without a doubt, the most exciting night of my entire life.
Goodbye, Phantom, after performance number 1,785. The gratitude extended to beyond the last curtain call to a private cast and crew and family-only party for a group of people who shared the stage performance after performance. This was finally goodbye.
What's so great about them is that we've all stayed together for so long. I mean, that doesn't happen anywhere. Broadway, it doesn't happen. People get replaced. These people have stayed together, and we are a unit, and we've just grown together, and it's indescribable. And they're just wonderful people.
Take what you've learned from the Phantom, the story of the Phantom, the compassion, the caring for another human being, and take that and put it to use in your life.
To the music of the night.
Saying goodbye to a dear old friend, the Phantom of the Opera. The man who played the Phantom, Davis Gaines, will be back in Los Angeles singing for one night only at the Universal Amphitheater on September 18th, singing some of the songs that made the Phantom so famous. Stephen Noe, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Enter, and what now that the Phantom is just a ghost? So first, I'd like you to meet Mike Forbes, a musician. It's about 7 p.m. yesterday. Cue him. Yeah, that's Mike Forbes. He's playing one of the Phantom themes there outside the Amundsen. The last curtain has just rung down. The crowd has thinned out. For the moment, at least, the LA Phantom is history. Earlier, inside, it was tears, cheers, and California nuttiness.
You know, when you're with a group of people this long, you become very close. And it's almost like a family. It is like a family. It is a family. You go through good times and bad times and ups and downs, sickness and health, marriage, divorce. Did I mention adultery?
Now for the nuttiness, like this lady who's seen Phantom 46 times. Yeah, 46 times.
I love it. I've seen it in Toronto, I've seen it in New York, and I'm going up to Vancouver to see it next month.
Are you in the entertainment industry?
No, I'm not.
Really? So it's just as a audience?
I love it.
Have you ever seen anything else 46 times?
No, never in my life.
As for the Amundsen Theater with it closed for over a year while they changed the insides to make it more flexible. Fewer seats for smaller shows, more seats for the big musicals. Outside, the music center is also changing, well, with the new Disney Hall under construction for the LA Philharmonic. The Chandler Pavilion will be the venue for opera, dance, and of course the Academy Awards. Now, back at the Amundsen.
Au revoir, Phantom.